All the commissioners should have in their packet a copy of a consent order that's now been signed by Ms. Rosan, who's here in the front row with her puppy in training, I suppose, along with our counsel, Ryan Hancock, and the president of the Board of Trustees of Haverford Township Free Library. So Commissioner Mondesire, Commissioner Yingst, and I were the panel assigned to hear this case that involved a puppy trainer who brought a claim against the Haverford Township Free Library relating to the rights of a person who is training a support animal or a guide dog when that guide dog or support animal hadn't yet been like certified as a guide dog or a support animal, and so was in training. Our rules aren't exactly clear on, or I'd say they're maybe even silent on how the law, the PHRA, would apply to that set of facts. So we were prepared to hear the facts, but the parties, as is often the case, agreed to settle before our hearing began, thinking that that was the best result for everybody. So settlement is in front of us. It's consistent with the discussion that we had. We did have a conversation with the parties when we adjourned our hearing, knowing that they were reaching a settlement. They had only some terms, some general terms. Now they've been reduced to writing. You have it in front of you. As I said, this is consistent with what was agreed to. So my recommendation as the panel chairperson who was assigned to hear this is to approve it, and then for the PHRC to take up the development of some guidance to fill in those gaps in the statute to make it clearer what the law is in Pennsylvania as it applies to puppies that are being trained for to be a guide dog or a support animal, so that we make it clearer for both parties, the people who are the dog trainers and the places of public accommodation, so that they understand a little better what the rules are. So I would take up with Ryan Hancock, the attorney who was working on this case, that I'd work with him to try and put together that draft policy for the PHRC to consider, and then put it out in a draft so that people could comment on it, and then ultimately, hopefully, develop a policy or guidance that we could put in place to make it clearer, because this is, at least from the little time that we spent on this, an area that could benefit from some additional clarity. Mrs. Rosen's dog has been pretty quiet today, which is, I guess evidence of the fact that they're not going to be disruptive necessarily when they're going through the training program. The issue is really the fact that the law speaks to guide dogs and sport animals, but not necessarily those that are in training to be guide dogs or support animals. So how do you treat those dogs or support animals during that training process, where part of the training program is obviously to put them out in to places of public accommodation, so you could tell whether or not that particular puppy or young support animal is capable of being out in the public. So this is an easy one for us because the parties have already agreed to these terms. It's only binding on those parties, so we need to do something more so that others will know exactly what the law is.
And in addition to that, we do have to approve it.
Right.
So I'm open now for a motion.
I'll make a
For
motion
approving.
that we approve the consent order that's in front of us in the case of Deborah B. Rosan versus Haverford Township Free Library, PHRC case number 2011-06080.
I'll second the motion.
It's been properly moved in second that we approve the order that has been drafted regarding Deborah B. Rosan versus Haverford Township Free Library. Is there any discussion on the motion? There being no discussion, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion is carried and the order's been approved. We're at that part. Oh, would you like to speak? Well, we're going to have comments now, and we want to limit the comments to 3 minutes. And Ms. Rosen, since we discussed your case, we'll give you a first opportunity to make a comment.
Thank you very much, sir. Honorable commissioners, staff, and visitors.
You might want to go to the microphone a sec, because we're recording this.
I think she's sleeping.
If they could also start with their name and the town that they're from.
Yes,
thank you. It's your first commissioner meeting. Thank you.
If you want to just push on the microphone, if the green's not lit up, you need to push to light it up to make it audible. She doesn't have that there? Okay.
Is it working?
Yep, it is.
Great.
Very good.
Thank you. My name is Deborah Rosan.
And you're from?
I'm from Ardmore, Pennsylvania,
Thank you.
and I thank you for the opportunity to speak here today. I'm the complainant in PHRC case number 2011-06080, Rosan versus Haverford Township Free Library. I'm here today on my own, without counsel, and not as an official representative of any organization. I have met some of you earlier this month in Media, Pennsylvania, and to you I would like to apologize for your having made that trip. The consent order agreed to by both parties was prepared to be offered in similar form by my lawyer and myself at a conciliatory meeting facilitated by the Philadelphia Human Relations Commission almost 1 year ago. At that time, the library chose not to enter into discussion. However, by mindful choice, I am an optimist, and I am profoundly grateful for the full Commission's ultimate involvement in this case. I'm profoundly grateful for the opportunity to further educate on the unequivocal need of public access for puppy raisers, trainers, and handlers of guide dogs. Among the disabled populations helped daily by service dogs are our Iraq and Afghanistan war veterans. Mm-hmm. Tragically, 23 veterans are committing suicide daily. The average wait time for a service dog is 2 years. Puppy raisers such as myself can shorten this wait time radically. The ability of these service dogs to support their partner to live with dignity and independence is ineffable. Nascent organizations as well as individuals committed to raising guide dog puppies require full public access such that when those puppies become adult service dogs, they are confident and competent in a wide range of public settings. As this commission continues to study and address the issues of public access, I humbly ask of you to stay true to Pennsylvania Human Relations Act, subsection 12A. The provisions of this act shall be construed liberally for the accomplishment of the purposes thereof. We can save lives with these dogs. It is my understanding that today the full commission will be reviewing the consent order between Haverford Township Library and myself, and it will be signed and made official. I thank you. And lastly, and with your permission, I would like to present the commission with several books and articles, adult and children's fiction and nonfiction, on the subject of service dogs to further your education, which you so graciously have agreed to continue on this subject. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I thank you for your time and energy coming down to media. My name is Kate Brooks, and I'm from Ardmore. And this is Henry Dog, who started the whole, ball rolling. He was about that size when all this case started. And now, I don't know if you knew that there was 2 dogs sitting over in this corner, but this is a mature service dog that was raised by Deborah Rosan. And he's my service dog. It helps me in all walks, in all different ways, not only walking and helping me up and down the stairs as he braces, but he's, if I can kick my laundry down to the bottom of the stairs, he runs it to the washing machine, hands it to me. He sticks his head into the washing machine and pulls out the wet laundry so I can put it into the dryer. He picks up various things I drop on the ground so I don't have to take a chance of bending over and falling. He gets the phone when it rings and brings it to me. He's very helpful. So I just want to say I thank you, and thank you for making the law more specific, because if it wasn't for puppy raisers like Deborah Rosan, I wouldn't have a service dog that has been exposed to so many different areas. And it's really important in their first year of life for them to be exposed to different places, different populations, whether it's older people, younger kids, in between. It's really important that they get all that exposure at a young age. And so you can see the finished product that Deborah Rosan started with. And I thank you for all your time, and thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you.
Bye. Come in. Forward.